Good morning and welcome to the last day of 2018.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Paige and I are going to talk this morning about a company that has had, quite a year.
Yeah.
So what kind of year has Facebook had?
Not a great one. From Cambridge Analytica, probably one of their biggest public relations crises ever, to countless data breaches, to hearings and top execs leaving. It hasn't been a red letter year for old Facebook.
No, and as a business owner that relies on the platform, it's a little disconcerting to see some of the ups and downs of that platform.
It absolutely has, and there are other, aside from the public relations crises that Facebook has faced, Facebook is also facing other challenges, like they are running out of people who don't have Facebook. They are running out of new users to add to their platform, and while they made the switch earlier in the year to prioritize personal posts over page posts, they have found that less and less people aren't engaging as much with their news feeds as they used to. They're turning more to Messenger and to Instagram and stories. So they're trying to mitigate the effects of not having as new users and all this, fake news, and people are just leaving the timeline.
Well, and I think as a challenge, if you're in the business side of Facebook, when you don't charge for the product, people are the product.
Mm-hmm.
And so that continuous growth of new users is what Facebook sells to investors.
Yep.
And that's going away.
Mm-hmm.
And so now their advertising revenue becomes even more important.
Yes.
So there's even more pressure to charge and encourage businesses to advertise.
Exactly. And
to a smaller population than ever before.
to a smaller population of new people. They're having everyone in North America on Facebook. Do you think that's a good thing for business owners that like to advertise on Facebook?
Well, it certainly is, but only if I can actually get my message in front of them. That was the thing when Facebook first started, and you put messages out there, 300 people would see it.
Mm-hmm.
And number one, they don't see it as much, and number two, they see it like this. Oh yeah, there was a message there, gone.
Yep. So I think looking forward into 2019, I think things are going to start being more important. I think Messenger is going to start being more important. Messenger is coming out with new ways to basically turn the Facebook Messenger app, which you are basically required to have if you have the Facebook app, is turning into more of like an email newsletter and more automated than ever before. I think that's something that's going to be really exciting to experiment with in 2019. And also in 2019, I think Instagram is going to continue to be even more important than it is now.
I think Instagram, fortunately Facebook hasn't completely corrupted the Instagram environment.
No, not yet.
And it is still really more just about the photos and a little bit of conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't by nature as salesy. I have mixed emotions on how much Messenger messages I really want.
Yeah, I think everybody does.
Mm-hmm.
But as the data show, I think that slowly more people are starting to implement Messenger, even as just a communications app. Wouldn't that be interesting if Facebook just ended up as something for another platform for people to text each other on?
One more way to squeeze out Twitter. What else do you think?
I'm curious to see where Facebook stories go. The numbers are picking up there. They're still not nearly as big as Instagram stories are, but I think they are starting to pull away a little bit than when they first debuted. Because when they first debuted, they pretty much bombed. Mm-hmm. Hardly anyone was using them, but the numbers are starting to pick up. So I'm really curious to see where that goes. I'm not ready to call it a trend yet, but I'm going to be watching it really carefully in 2019.
Awesome. I think lots to think about.
Yeah. 2019 is going to be an interesting year for Facebook.
I think it is. If you are ready to take the Facebook ride with us on 2019, be sure to check our blog regularly. There'll be lots of posts, resources, and maybe even a webinar or two. We're not going to see you until next year, so Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.